Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Our story so far.
We did stuff.
After a long search, Luke and Professor Layton finally get access to the tower.
Long last.
Inside, they learn the truth behind the village of Saint Mystere and Ramon's abduction. So yeah, now we're going to climb the tower. The golden apple is waiting for us at the top.
Oh, the James Bond theme. Oh my god.
Professor, look, the stairs are barred off.
Except it's being played with an accordion because Tomohito Nishihara can't let go of this wonderful accordion. Aha, that must be one of the puzzles Bruno was talking about. Well, my boy, are you ready for a challenge?
Of course.
Anyway, back to what I was... This is the get the ball out puzzle, so we've done this so you guys know how this puzzle works. Okay, back to what I was saying in the last part. Personally, when it comes to Layton's plot twists, even the writers themselves blatantly established in the second game that this is the kind of world where wacky, inexplicable shit happens. It's the kind of world. It's kind of like with Ace Attorney, where you have a lot of corny, nonsensical stuff happening. It's just the kind of world, and the writers are aware, but you just roll with it and concentrate on the heart of the story, which is the big reason why that mystery is even here in the first place. So personally, I don't mind the realistic.
Then again, you could give that defense to Iron Man 3 and people will still be pissed.
No, but Iron Man 3 is not aware of its stupid moments. You know, it plays it completely gritty and serious. This even though this game does have a story even though this game does have serious moments and stuff, it still doesn't. It's not pretentious about itself. It's not gritty. It's not meant to be. And look it's a cartoon game. Like, look at the characters. This is clearly not meant to be at all like a gritty Hollywood film or anything like that, but yeah, that's for me. This is the way the world of Layton works. And the world of Iron Man is not the kind of world where anything can happen. It's a more grounded world, at least in comparison to Layton.
It's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where it has Guardians of the Galaxy
personally, I don't mind. You know, because. Okay, so yeah, that's my thing, and not to mention, for me, here's one thing this is one thing that Roger Van der Weyde, the guy who makes the Sonic Dissected series, said that I really agree with him in terms of storytelling. Storytelling is not about creating a script with perfect, flawless logic. It's about creating an entertaining story with interesting characters that distract us from the plot holes. Because there's no such thing as a script without holes. It's impossible. So the job of the writer is to distract us from the flaws by telling an interesting story with characters we care about. And that's what Level 5 does greatly. Like, yes, it's true, it's unrealistic, but you know what? I don't care. I'm interested in what's actually going on, so...
it's sort of like the thing that the Ace Attorney team manages to pull off as well.
Exactly. It's simply Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is full of holes. But goddammit, the characters are wonderful, and the momentum and the flow of the story is so good.
Exactly.
I'm more than willing to suspend my disbelief just for the sake of, you know, enjoying the wonderful characters and stuff.
To be fair, almost every single story in existence will sort of fall apart if you look at it with too much logic looking, I guess.
That's true, but okay, back to the game, because, you know, there's a game going on, so maybe we should commentate on it.
Oh yeah, that's right, I wasn't here for the end of the last part. What have you shown them?
The big reveal that everybody in Saint Mystere is robots, which is why I was speaking about it.
Oh man, I like that part.
Alright.
But yeah, well, I guess what was their reaction?
One more final thing. Another great thing that I love about the wacky plot twists of Layton is that they're not done just for the sake of, ooh, wacky plot twist. There's actually a good reason why this whole village was built and stuff like that. There's a very specific motivation and Joba knows what I'm talking about, but as soon as we get to the top of the tower, we'll learn.
I guess just a question, what exactly were your guys' reaction when you figured out everyone was robots? Yeah?
I think Pedro followed us.
Luke, we should really get started here.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
try my best Layton impression for now.
Well, you're British, so I guess that helps.
Yes, of course.
Holy shit! For some reason I'm dropping today, but okay, at least it's only the second time.
I wanted to do my Layton voice while you were gone.
Well, you got to do that one line, but I guess we could let you try a few more lines. Anyway, but yeah, Dwibs, right, what was your reaction when you got to the big twist?
Mine was like, what the fuck?
I didn't mind it because, I mean, I've seen the Layton movie, so I expect this kind of plot twist.
And Pedro's dropped again.
Oh, Dwibs, I guess you'll be getting to voice Layton after all.
Hey.
No, not a locked door. Whoever built this tower must enjoy watching people suffer.
Well, my boy, are you just going to stand there and complain about it?
No, I can do stuff about it. No. Leave this puzzle to me.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Meanwhile, I'm just going to stand here with my arms folded.
Ah, of course.
We need to solve this magic square in order to proceed. A magic square is a set of numbers organized in a square.
It's Sudoku.
Yes. It is Sudoku.
Yes. Well, Pedro's not here as well, so we can't explain the puzzle. You have to put numbers somewhere.
Oh, well, I guess try and think of it. Okay, hand coin. If you have the patience to experiment with all 7 numbers, you'll run across the right answer eventually. On the other hand, not everyone has the patience to do that, so here's a hint. The number 5 goes in the center space.
Are you saying I'm impatient, game? Still having trouble? Alright then, here's a big hint for you. The sum of each horizontal, vertical and diagonal pillar is 5. That's like 15.
Okay, sure, you read this one.
Alright, I'm back. God damn it. What the fuck happened?
What if we should have...
It's my internet, don't worry guys.
It's like Skype heard Dwibs say he wanted to voice Layton, so it's granting his wish.
Alright, where are we? Just tell me where we are.
We're on the Sudoku
7,
puzzle.
10, 11, 12.
Alright.
Go to 8 minutes.
Oh, did
go
your
to
YouTube video
7 and
buffer as well?
Hold on. 7 and... I'm at 7 and 30.
Okay, we'll count you in.
I've got it.
God damn it. I had to turn...
3, 2,
Layton's
1,
apprentice
click.
saves the day. Indeed I do.
Alright, so back to what we were actually saying. Basically, in the moment while I was, derping, the professor explained that Don Paulo must have gotten here on one of his flying machines while they were searching for Claudia, which, if you remember correctly, back to the first part of the game,
Yep.
the second part actually, there was actually a moment where you actually saw Don Paulo's shadow crash
The door's
into
open
Saint
now.
Mystere. Into Saint Mystere, and that's why the mansion shook when we were about to say hi to Lady Dahlia. Remember that?
Indeed.
And then Claudia ran away. So you see, this is why I love Layton's stories. They're really well put together. A lot of the stuff that happens is building up to something. Then when you think back, that's why this happened. So it's a really well put together story. Okay, so yeah, back to yes. To be honest, I still haven't quite worked out how Don. Oh, actually, no. Now is when he actually gonna explain that. Oh, okay. I guess I got ahead of the script.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ashamed.
Oh, so that's the man who ran out from his pill. It makes sense that it was Don Paulo. Excuse me,
You see, Shyamalan. You see, Shyamalan. This is how you do plot twists. They can't just come out of nowhere. You have to foreshadow them.
And this is also how you actually do actual voice acting.
We'll get to that in a moment. We must keep climbing. Come along.
And also,
So
how
basically-
did I manage to change my voice?
I'm actually curious. I would actually like to see how Dwibs would do Professor Layton for a bit.
Oh, look at that! It's Pavel!
Oh.
What, is this what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people.
What?
I'm going to be one of the greatest guys forever.
Perfect.
Hey, how did you get in here? There's no way you solved all those puzzles.
Because you sort them, damn shit.
I followed you in here.
Gee, Sana Pa. It just happened. Un momento. I'm wandering the sewers. The next thing I know, I'm here. I take it that this isn't the local hotspot my guidebook promised it to be.
How do you get lost within a tower that's locked?
I love the running gag with this character. He's an explorer that has no sense of direction whatsoever.
So he's like Ryoga from Ranma 1/2.
Ah, see. That should be enough information to get me there. But may I ask one more favor?
Why, yes, my
All
good
this talk of stairs has reminded me of a not so I know. Answer it for me, por favor. And by that I mean right now.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
So, on the stairs, one final deduction puzzle. Jim, Mike, Steve, and Tom are standing in the stairs. You know the following about them. Jim and Tom are not next to each other. Steve and Mike are on one step apart. Tom is on a higher step than Steve. So which of A, B, C, and D is Jim? Again, like
Read through that again.
like the previous puzzles of this kind, it's all about deducting, thinking about what the puzzle says,
And process of
ru-
elimination.
it's deduction. It's all about deduction. The puzzle is about conditions. Ask yourself, what if Jim were A? What if he were B? Start with a possible answer and see if it fits the conditions of the question. Great hint. This is actually a really great hint for this puzzle. It's a fantastic way of. Steve and Mike are next to each other. In other words, they are one of the groups A, B, B, C, or C, D.
Or D-E. Oh.
Combine the information in the second.
AC/DC.
Yeah, with the fact that Tom is above Steve. You can then add the information that Jim is not next to Tom, so Jim can only be D.
Luke, here's
A
my
dick.
answer.
He's a dick.
Yeah, pretty
Another
much.
puzzle solved.
Exactly. Another puzzle solved.
Yes.
Jim is D. Steve and Mike are next to each other, and Tom is above Steve. Since you know
Show
Jim is not next to Tom, he must be on the lowest step, so he is D. A is Tom, and Steve and Mike are B and C. Yeah, you can actually figure out where all the four are with the
Come
condition.
see. Now I'm ready to go back to the village.
Knowing you'll probably just end up in the sequel.
Yeah.
A strange
Well.
fellow.
This is the recurring character for the entire original trilogy. He always appears in the most weird, offhand places, and even he doesn't know how he got there.
Explorer, such a poor sense of direction.
You really need
Exactly.
to meet Ryoga.
Yeah, again, yeah. It's like I keep saying. The characters in this game are so so memorable and amusing that I just don't care about any possible illogical things you can try to pick up. The game is always entertaining throughout. But yeah, let's keep going. Climb the tower. All right. It seems that we're faced with another puzzle lock.
What's 2 plus 2?
Oh, I meant to ask you, but running with that explorer distracted me. How did Simon,
All in good time, Emily. First, we need to solve this puzzle here. It looks to be quite the challenge.
How many sides are on a triangle?
Maiden's Escape. Okay, this is one of those nitty-gritty puzzles where there's no trick about it. It's a classic puzzle where you have to do things. Okay, this is actually one of those moments where you can tell that Curious Village was the very first Professor Layton game because there's some unrefined things about it, like having this puzzle be an actual mandatory story puzzle. Because in the games that follow Curious Village, puzzles like these are kept for optional stuff. Like you can choose to ignore them if you want to. So it was a conscious decision that they made for the sake of the story spacing. But unfortunately, this was their first ever. This was the first ever story-driven puzzle game, like literally. So there was some. This is a moment where they were kind of like not thinking exactly what kind of puzzles should be mandatory and what kind of puzzles should be optional. Fortunately, this was a problem that is not present in any of the other 5 Layton games because Level 5, being the awesome company that they are, they listen to player feedback, they listen to criticism, and they try to improve from that. So this is going to be the last time we're going to have a puzzle like this be mandatory. All right, and well, this is actually going to take a while because Oh, Webs. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Is my snoring that loud?
A bit, yeah.
Maybe it's because my mic's too close, I don't know.
Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna have to solve this the good old-fashioned way. Just keep... basically what I'm doing right now is
I
thinking.
apologise if I deafened any of the audience.
Mm-hmm.
But
Basically,
it's a bit late, they can't hear me.
any moments where you don't see me moving pieces is the moment where I'm thinking, because it's not just about moving pieces.
Everything?
Well, I'm trying to show off how the puzzles are solved, you know, because if I skip the puzzles, that kind of defeats the whole purpose.
No, I meant just edit the thinking time out.
True, I guess you could do that, but don't worry, I'm not going to take that much long. Don't worry, it's not going to be like it's probably going to be only like 2 to 3 minutes. But
I guess it's probably best for you to explain. But what exactly makes this tougher? I try to explain, but I guess since I'm a bit of a late newbie, and well, I didn't really have as much trouble with this, but yeah, maybe you should explain to the audience what makes this tougher, and you know, what makes it more better to have it as optional.
Well, it's because the thing about this puzzle is it's nitty-gritty thinking ahead. Like, you can't just, you know, move pieces at random and, you know, see where it goes. You have to,
I get it, and that
Before-
sort of can
you
mess
You have
with the
to actually
flow.
figure it out.
And
to
I-
move before you move any piece, you have to think about what pieces are you going to move after that piece. You have to think of like, okay, what's the plan? Maybe I move here, and then I move here, and then I move here, and then, you know, you have to keep thinking exactly well about what you're going to do and what's your plan for getting the red square out of the box.
I get it, and
it's-
because this is such a puzzle late in a story part of the game, it's a bit.
Yeah, there's no. These are my least favorite kind of puzzles in.
Christ, this is going on for 4 more minutes.
Oh, it's gonna be for 4 more minutes.
Okay, yeah, this puzzle part. I'm just going to look at the happening case.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow, the happening case is more entertaining.
Don't worry, Dwibs. It's not gonna. This kind of puzzle is not gonna be in any of the next games because, like I said, this is the first and only time that a puzzle like this is actually mandatory for the story. So being the first game of its kind. I think it's excusable that it does have some unrefined elements.
I
about
guess we
it,
can
so-
use this free time to discuss some things, like me still trying to think up what movie I should pick for us to commentate on.
This edition features an extended cut of the original film with scenes too shocking for cinemas.
Yeah,
Oh!
audience,
It's terrible.
audience. For the sake of context, audience, we were recording this part right after we finished watching The Happening and doing a commentary of it. By the way, and here's my message: if you haven't watched The Happening, see it.
We
Fucking see
agree.
it.
We
It's an
agree.
amazing comedy.
It's a fantastic comedy.
Indeed.
It's one of my favorite films of all time. It never fails to put me in a good mood.
And I've apparently got the unrated version. Well, not unrated, but the extended cut. So odds are I'm going to see all that blood.
So maybe that's what was in the extended cut. Actual gruesome scenes. Even though the
I mean,
film
hell,
itself
no,
was rated R anyway.
On the back of the DVD case that I've got, it actually has a picture of people being hanged.
So Jova, one question. So you were saying that you were saying before that you didn't find this puzzle all that tough?
Well, I guess I'm sort of a guy who likes to think ahead. I guess more so is that I managed to get this on my first try, is what I'm saying.
Well, you can't really fail this puzzle. It's not one of those puzzles where you submit and then you get the animation and you see, oh, is it right or wrong?
No. What I'm saying is that it really only took me 1 try.
Oh, you didn't even press the restart button a single time. That's what you
that's
mean,
what
right?
I'm saying.
All right then.
I'm not saying that this will guarantee it'll be easy. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just saying it's like, well, I didn't really find this as bad, but then I'm the sort of guy who is sort of infatuated with thinking ahead and stuff like that, so that's probably just me.
Yeah. There are. Did you use any hints in this puzzle?
No. I didn't feel I really needed to use
because
any hints.
the hints in this game tell you about the first few pieces you have to move to get you started.
Is that why you haven't shown us any hints?
I'm not showing any hint because it doesn't mostly the hints I'm showing is for the sake of you guys getting a better perception of how the puzzles are designed and how they work. But in this case, it's not necessary.
And you don't.
Yeah, I was saying, thank
Yes.
goodness that there's not a limit
That
for
should
this
do it.
one.
Well, well, of course, there's not a limit. I mean,
Every puzzle has an answer.
Why may
Exactly.
a limit for like how many times you can move the tiles?
like I just proved, every puzzle has an answer.
Indeed.
Just keep trying, and you'll figure it out. Okay, there we are. The door should open.
Wow, Professor, that puzzle took a while, didn't it? Amazing as always, Professor. Although your record hasn't exactly been broken.
Look, Luke, it took so long I've got a beard.
Did Don Pyle really do away with Simon?
I'd say so. This is just my theory, mind you, but I think that Don Paulo followed us into the manor.
Hey,
That's when we met Simon, or came across him, as the case may be. I suspect Simon had already collapsed when Don Paulo found his body was sprawled on the floor. And we're gonna get an image of that?
just like Raymond.
Ramon.
So maybe Simon has stopped functioning. I guess all the robots break down sooner or later. When they do, Bruno comes to collect them. And he fixes them here in the cellar of the tower. Oh, do you suppose the noises of the tower are actually the sounds of Bruno's machines working?
I think you're spot on, Luke.
Surely.
I am a robot. How may I serve you?
That must be why people began to associate his appearances with the roaring of the tower. Don't forget that despite this peculiar appearance, Don Paulo is a scientific genius. Therefore, he probably realized why Simon had stopped moving. And that's how he figured it out. You might remember how
He ran out of batteries.
this town hides a secret of huge proportion. Being a scientist, he was able to figure out sooner that he was a robot. So,
Yeah.
and then, go ahead.
That robot made up the whole murder story on the spot.
Holy shit!
Yeah? Are you
Hold on,
lagging?
can you guys hear me?
Yes?
Yeah? Hit.
Pedro?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
I'm very confused right now.
My internet is.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Your internet is what?
Oh
Answer me.
no! Internet Explorer got him!
No!
Save him, please.
Please, Firefox or Google Chrome, save him!
Well,
Well.
I'm hiring myself back then.
Yep. So yes. Let's climb the tower some more, shall we?
Without Pedro.
Hello!
Hang on. Batty old woman.
So who's voicing her?
Fancy meeting you here, dearie. Would you like to try a little puzzle I made up?
Professor, what is she doing here? Oh, right, that's right, robots. How on earth did she get up here?
Logic, Luke. She must have overtaken us at some point. Funny, I didn't even see the old girl pass us.
Neither did I.
Quit whispering amongst yourself and try my puzzle already. That's a hungry girl.
God dang you, these puzzles! Ooh, card order. Place
Okay.
one joker and 4 aces with different suits face down on the table. Use the hints below to determine the position for each card. 1. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. 2. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. 3.
3.
Neither the
If the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. And 4. Trevor?
Yes, 4. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart.
So it's basically putting these in the order that you think they're... Could you press submit when there's no cards there? Layton just got lazy and said, you know what, fuck it, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
If the club is to the immediate right of the heart can't be the rightmost card. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. You know that the club is to the immediate right of the heart, so either the heart is the leftmost card or the joker lies to the left of it.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna take stabs at the...
I don't know. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Me neither. Again, Pedro isn't here right now, so
We need Pedro to hold our hands. We can't do this on our
I've
own.
played this
Pedro,
game before, so I
help.
guess we're not completely lost.
Hang on, I'll try and wait. Hang on, I'll try my best to have Pedro back.
Oh,
Because apparently he's.
oh wait, he's offline.
I can try.
Oh wait, I guess you can try.
Meanwhile, we're just gonna sit here idly and just wait for the dialogue to come up.
Pedro!
Help, please.
We're gonna have to redo this, aren't we?
Nah. My voice recorder's still going, which is amazing. Normally, I'm the one who drops on these parts.
No, it's just we don't know what to say.
I don't know, just say, Professor Layton, the curious droppings.
This is probably the right answer because Pedro, so.
Yeah. Here we go.
That should do it.
Yay!
Yes!
Another puzzle solved.
Yes. Only a strong grasp.
Oh yes, that's the answer, alright. Well then I guess I'll be off. Come visit me sometime.
Hello?
Hello!
Jova.
Oh no!
I think Jova's dropped as well.
If Jova's gone, then that's it for us.
Pardon me.
Jova!
Vincent, I was just talking to my mom for a bit.
Okay,
Just like I thought.
we're
There's
fine.
another puzzle looking for this door.
Look, my boy.
Sorry,
Haven't you learned by
after
now?
everything that's happening, we're all very frazzled right now. Oh
The
my.
puzzle is without an answer.
Well, of course.
Now, we simply need to find that answer. Try your best.
Alright.
Yes, Luke, and don't fail me, otherwise you'll end up like Darth Vader. No, wait, sorry, that's the wrong Luke. Oh, great. Such maths. Help.
Oh no, math problems! Yes, for anyone who hasn't seen The Happening, yes, math is apparently part of, dare I say, the equation.
I've still got the DVD casing right here.
Okay,
It's calling to me.
so this puzzle is a math problem.
Okay, so,
We need to fill in the blanks to figure out how this equation makes sense. There are two possible solutions, but this is the last hint you're going to get. For the top, it's like the game's telling you, okay, that's the last hint.
yeah, fuck you. It's the last hint you're getting. Because the DS can't hold any more hints. Or then again, the crossovers on the 3DS and
Oh, the crossover. Then again, that has DLC for hints galore. I mean
Sheroy?
puzzles.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I'm still here, don't worry.
Alright. 41,268 minus 7,935 equals that number.
Equals freeze.
Luke,
Lots and
here's
lots
my
of
answer.
freeze.
Wait.
But Professor, didn't you tell me to do the puzzle?
Another
Yes,
puzzle
but I'm the
solved.
main character, so I can override my own decisions.
But don't you kinda look stupid for it?
Shut up, Luke.
No.
Creativity and persistence, Luke. As long as you have these, no puzzle is beyond you.
Of course. Professor, I was just thinking.
That's a first.
Ah, do you really remember that picture we found in Lady Dahlia's room?
The one of the Baron's former wife, Viola, holding a child who appears to be the young Flora? Of course.
That's the one. It's uncanny how much Lady Viola looks like Lady Dahlia. Do you suppose Baron Reynolds' diary entries were talking about Lady Dahlia?
Sharp thinking, my boy. I believe it went something like this. The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Viola when she was alive.
That's the one that tipped me off. Professor, do you suppose Lady Dahlia is actually a robot built to resemble Lady Viola?
That's entirely possible, maybe even probable given the circumstances. But if so, what a terribly sad story these entries tell. Do you remember what the next entry said? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I see her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Viola's grave than anywhere else.
That still is one of the most awkward places to find a daughter playing.
I'm sad to say, but I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed his personality.
And he's back, I think.
I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Viola, there can never be another you. You were my first, my last, my only.
That's pretty good.
The Baron agreed to the construction of a robot for Flora that was identical to his late wife. But living with a machine that was so similar to his wife must have been too much for him. Thus, he decided to change the robot's personality, and so Lady Dahlia was created. As she was originally created as a mother figure, she must have gone through a confusing transition.
Professor, do you suppose these robots feel sadness?
If they're a transformer, then yes.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. But I have a feeling that each of these robots has something not unlike a human heart. What do you think?
Well, I hope that they do.
Awesome. I love this particular interaction between them.
And me and Joba got to do it.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click.
That's one of the best moments in the game for me. I love that particular payoff with the whole.
And you missed it. So me and Joba did it.
It's a shame too because it's one of my favorite moments in the game. I visited my
Luke's handled it
modem.
very well.
Don't worry, I'm sure he did. He's British. He's actually British, unlike me, so I'm sure he did. But yeah, sorry audience, my router decided to fuck with me, but I think it's fine now.
Do you suppose we're near the top yet?
Yes, we are, Luke. We're right on top.
Yes, but it seems that we have another puzzle in that way before we get there.
Wow, Professor, your voice really changed.
Yes, Luke, I
Indeed,
have.
my boy. You see, my boy. I'm like Arthur from Sword in the Stone.
Oh,
What, your voice changes randomly or something?
But you never seen Sword in the Stone?
No, I haven't.
Check it.
I haven't seen
They
that
actually
either.
switched voice. They actually switched voice actors mid-production, and you can actually, and it's very noticeable. So that was.
Why would you do that?
I think it's because the other one died mid-production.
I remember an anime did that. Slayers. What happened was while they were dubbing the first season, 2 of the actors who voiced the main characters left for some reason, so they replaced them.
Okay, so basically this is the very last puzzle. Basically what I'm supposed to do is I have to create 7 squares. They don't have to be uniform in size, meaning they don't have to be the exact same size, all of them. But basically I have to create 7 squares, and if I'm not, I can only use each pin once. So it's it's about geometry, and if you don't like geometry, I guess this puzzle is going to be kind of. Personally, I hate geometry, but I can handle this fine. Thanks for whoever randomly clapped.
Me. I got a little bored, so I just decided to clap along with the music.
Hey, that actually gives me an idea for the movie.
Let me guess. You don't like geometry, Peter.
I'm fine
What'd
with
you say,
it,
Joba?
but it actually gives me an idea. Maybe we should commentate on the live-action Peter Pan film, the 2002 one. That may be my pick.
Oh God, I
love that one.
movie. That movie was so melodramatic. It's cheesy.
Wow.
There we go.
And also, apparently, Layton gives Luke a puzzle earlier on, but
Layton
Layton
solves
does
it
himself.
The
himself.
key to success.
Because I'm the main character.
Now we're free to keep climbing.
All right, we're done with we've solved the final puzzle of the game.
It's very
so,
odd that
let's
this tower is simply huge.
Pedro?
Jova?
Pedro? Oh, we're just...
Why would anyone want to construct such a big, purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing.
Pedro?
Oh,
Pedro?
try.
Oh no, Pedro's cutting out!
Gosh, that makes
No,
perfect
It's not funny,
sense.
Joppa. It's not funny, Joppa.
Huh? No, wait, no, seriously, you sound like you were
I
cutting
thought it
out.
was funny.
Maybe that's
I
also
do?
what...
Well,
How come
well,
Professor...
you did that a few
How
seconds
come Professor
ago.
Layton has dot eyes, but Luke has kind of regular,
Because, hey,
Uh,
yeah,
Maybe
well,
that's the question for both Dwibs.
There's other characters in the series who have dot eyes. It's a cartoony art style that has a lot of unique
it is a bit weird,
random
though.
things about it.
It's sort of like with
Well,
Superman
it's
in the
it's-
1994
it's-
animated
it's-
series.
It's meant to emulate old British cartoons.
Oh my
Hello,
gosh!
I'm dot eyes Layton. It's...
A cottage. Our view is obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming cottage like this?
Look! The lights are on, Professor!
It would appear that someone is living here.
Let's break the door down.
Chapter 9, completed.
Truly the
We
true
climbed the
gentleman's way to
tower.
enter a tower.
Yes, on three, Luke. I'm going to ram the door down like a bastard. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my fucking arm!
Professor, are you alright?
We'll find out in the next part, I guess.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Luke, get me my morphine.
ladies and gentlemen, in the
Alright,
finale,
Professor.
we are finally going to end and solve all the mysteries of Saint Mystere.
Oh, thank you,
Uh,
Luke.
thankful.
Oh, that feels so good.